Hi everybody, this is Susie. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I want to show you guys an alternative for the paper pumpkin kit by Stampin' Up for the month of June. So what I did was I took the negative part from the sticker of the hooray that came in the kit, and I'm just trying to figure out exactly on my card where I want to put this. I'll make up my mind. And what I did was I put the sticker on my arm a couple different places to try to pull the natural oils out of my skin, and what that did was make it to where I could put the sticker on my card front here and not have it stick to it but make it easily to pull off. And then I'm just taking the negative, or the little tiny parts that were in between in the letters. Sorry, can't talk. Anyways, and am trying to get those lined up in the same places where I pulled them out of, at least as close as I could. And then once I got everything where I want it real good, I'm just going to press it down so that it doesn't pop up on me while I'm trying to ink this. And I'm just going to use a finger dauber and the lovely lipstick ink that came in the kit. And at first I thought I would need to dot off some of the ink, and but then realized right away that I didn't need to do that. And so what I'm doing is, instead of like rubbing it, I'm bouncing it up and down because I didn't want to accidentally move any of my sticker pieces. So, and I ended up going over this a couple different times to get it as dark as I wanted it. And that's what I'm going to keep doing here for just a minute. And I'm using several different Stampin' Up punches that I have in my stash, just things I've collected over the years. So I'll share with you guys when I get to that part where it shows the punch that I'm using, on which punches I used. And if I can remember to do it, I will list the names of the punches in the description list below the video. And now I'm just going to pull that sticker off of there. And I didn't realize it, but I accidentally put my right pinky knuckle into my ink. And here in a second you can see that anyhow I ended up getting ink on the front of my card where I didn't want it, but it was primarily just in one spot. There you can see the ink on my finger. Anyhow, it was just in one spot, so I was able to cover it up pretty easily. But oh my gosh, when I first saw that I had done that, I was just, I was heartbroken for a minute. So now I'm using the label punch, and I'm showing you guys me punching this out right here, but I ended up using all black piece that came in the kit for the under part of my label. I just thought it matched my card, looked nicer. And now I used my balloon punch and then a little piece of the twine that came in the kit, and I just tied that around the bottom of the balloon. And now I'm just going to use a piece of just regular Scotch tape to hold it on the back, because I didn't want it to accidentally get pulled off the balloon. So I just stuck that down there. And now I'm just trying to figure out where I want it on my card. And this is a white gel pen. I was having a little trouble with it to get it to work properly, but as you see, I got it to make a little tiny mark, and that just makes kind of like the glowy look on the balloon to make it look a little bit more realistic. And now I'm using some clear stickles and just wiping that all over the front of the balloon. And then I'm going to put glossy accents on there. And then I'm just going to use my finger again to kind of spread that out and around all over the balloon. And then I just set the balloon off to the side to dry. And just took a break from the card for just a minute while that dried. I think next time when I go to make another one of the cards, I'm going to cut the card base and use the pattern as the front of my card instead of the card base, just because I wish that it was a little bit more firm, or the paper was a little thicker, I guess. So anyway, so I just put some foam on the bottom of the balloon, or the back of the balloon, and now I'm just using some white glue and trying to position my string where I want it to kind of look more realistic, I guess. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm gluing down the string because I wanted it to kind of swerve on the card, so I'm just putting a tiny bit of glue under the string in a couple of places, and then I'm just going to take one of my paper punches and lay it on there until the glue dries. And now I'm taking my cupcake punch and I'm punching out the bottom of the cupcake with the red sticker sheet. And then I took the star stamp that came in the kit and stamped it on the white sticker sheet that came in the kit for the top of my cupcake. And I'm just trying to get it laid out and figure out how I want it to sit on the card. And then what I did was I took the extra parts on the gold sticker sheet, trimmed it out so that I could punch out the top of my candle and the dots that I'm going to put on the bottom of the cupcake. And now I'm taking the stamp that came in the kit, the It's Your Day stamp, and just stamping it on a piece of white cardstock, and then I'm going to punch it out with one of my Stampin' Up label punches. And then I'm going to layer the white piece on top of the black piece that I punched out. If some of these punches aren't available by Stampin' Up anymore, you can still find them on eBay. And which is where I purchased mine from, but you can find them on eBay all the time on there. Anyhow, so I just put some foam tape on the back of the white, and then I'm going to layer it on top of the black, and then I'm going to mount that on the card, and I used that piece to cover up my ink spot that I boo-booed earlier. And now I'm just trying to hold the top of the cupcake down because I peeled the sticker back off of it. I was gonna stick it on there flat, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I decided to put foam tape on there, give it a little bit of dimension. Okie dokie. So now I'm just putting the cupcake together, getting everything layered on there. I love the little cherry that's this little punches out for the cupcake. I think it's so cute. I ended up having to trim the candle a little bit, and because I didn't want it going up over the hooray part. And there's the little cherry. And now I'm going to layer on all my little dots. and I ended up just wiping that little bit of glue off of there because I wanted my dot a little bit further in. And I'm going to take the gold, or the white dots that I punched out and put those on first, and then I'm going to take the gold dots that I punched out and peel the little backs off of them because I punched those out of the sticker sheet. I ended up dropping one of them and had to go find it. Anyway, so I'm putting these on a little bit offset while I was layering everything up to see how I wanted it to sit. My gold dots were a little offset from the white ones, and I really liked the way that looked, so that's why I did it that way. Kind of made it look a little bit more three-dimensional, I think. So I just trimmed off the bottom of the balloon. And sorry, I had to figure out what I was doing. Anyways, I'm taking the little sequins that came in the kit and placing them in 3 different places on the card. They were a little bit fiddly for me, but I got it. Just trying to get that last one off of there. Okay. Alrighty, now I'm gonna go to the inside of the card for a minute, and I'm gonna take one of the cakes punch outs that came in the kit and put that on the inside of my card. I'm just gonna glue that in with a little bit of wet glue. And then I'm gonna take one of the candle stickers and put that on top, and then I'm going to take a couple of those balloons, a red one and a green one, and stick them down there. I think the card's turning out really cute. Okay, so I had an extra piece of the gold little candle light there that I had cut out, so I stuck that on the top of the gold, or excuse me, on top of the candle. And now I'm taking some glossy accents, and I am just filling in the sequins and going over my little cherry. Alrighty, so I ended up taking some gold stickles and going over my hooray with it. I just wanted to have a little bit of extra pizzazz. Anyways, I hope you guys like this card, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye for now.